We've all heard of the brutal alpha wolf, an aggressive tyrant who fought his way to the top of the pack, but it turns out this concept is entirely a myth. The scientist who popularized the term alpha, Dr. David Mech, spent the rest of his life trying to correct it. In the wild, wolf hierarchies are not won through combat. A wild wolf pack is not a military regime. It is simply a traditional nuclear family. The so-called alphas are just the mom and dad. The older parents lead naturally, guiding their offspring. There are no bloody internal power struggles for dominance, just parental care. Subordinate wolves don't bow out of fear. They show respect to their parents, exactly like human teenagers interacting with protective adults. The structure is built on cooperation, not tyranny. When a pack hunts, the parents plan the strategy, while the older siblings help protect the youngest pups from danger. In fact, food is often given to the youngest pups first, a behavior completely opposite to the alpha eats first myth. Aggression inside the pack is actually rare. It only spikes when resources are critically low or when protecting territory from outsiders. So why did we believe the myth for so long? Because early studies were done on captive wolves. Forcing unrelated wolves to live together in cages created artificial stress, causing them to fight for dominance, unnatural behavior we mistook for wild law. In the true wild, harmony is their greatest weapon. When a pack of wolves howls together, it doesn't just sound beautiful. It's an intentional act of acoustic camouflage. This is called the chorus effect. Instead of howling on the same note, wolves intentionally modulate their pitches rapidly. They change frequencies within milliseconds, avoiding any unison chords. This rapid shifting trick confuses the listener's brain. To a rival pack listening from miles away, a small family of just 3 or 4 wolves sounds like a massive, terrifying army of 20. By faking their numbers, they protect their borders and avoid physical conflict. They win wars using nothing but pure sound design. Every howl is a calculated message across the wilderness. Each wolf also has a completely unique voice print. Pack members can identify exactly who is calling from over 6 miles away. They don't just howl to warn rivals. They howl to gather the family before a hunt or to locate a lost pup. And when a pack reunites after a long separation, their howls turn into a chaotic celebration of yips, barks, and whines. This vocal complexity makes them one of the most socially sophisticated communication networks in the animal kingdom. They can even convey emotional states through pitch. Low-pitched growl howls signify aggression, while high-pitched tones mean fear or playfulness. A language built on survival, identity, and emotion. Wolves can walk through sub-zero Arctic temperatures for days without getting frostbite. The secret lies beneath their paws. Their paws possess a highly specialized counter-current heat exchange system similar to what you find in a penguin's wings. Warm blood traveling down the leg heats up the cold blood returning from the freezing pads before it can cool down the core body. This keeps the paw pad temperature regulated just barely above freezing point, preventing ice from sticking to their skin. But their feet aren't just built for temperature control, they are built for incredible biomechanical efficiency, engineered to conquer the hardest terrains on Earth. Wolves are digitigrade animals, meaning they walk and sprint entirely on their toes. Their heels never touch the ground. This acts like natural shock-absorbing springs, allowing them to glide effortlessly at 35 miles per hour through dense obstacles. Furthermore, their front paws are significantly larger than their back paws. This uneven weight distribution acts like snowshoes. While heavy prey like deer or elk sink deep into the snowdrifts and get trapped, wolves remain buoyant, floating on top of the crust. They can maintain a steady trot of 5 miles per hour for up to 12 hours straight, literally exhausting their prey over vast distances. They don't win hunts with explosive speed, they win with absolute stamina. Perhaps the most incredible fact about wolves is that they don't just change ecosystems, they physically reshape the paths of rivers. When wolves were reintroduced to Yellowstone in 1995, they began hunting deer and elk. their main impact was psychological. The deer completely avoided open valleys where they were vulnerable. As a result, those overgrazed areas suddenly exploded with new life. Aspen and willow trees grew tall. This new vegetation attracted songbirds, insects, and most importantly, beavers. The beavers built dams, creating habitats for otters, muskrats, ducks, and fish. The entire biodiversity chain skyrocketed. A single predator triggered a biological chain reaction, but then the geography itself shifted. The deep roots of these new forests stabilized the soil along the riverbanks. The roots stopped erosion, locking the river edges in place and stopping the banks from collapsing. Because the banks stopped eroding, the rivers stopped widening out. They narrowed, stabilized, and formed fixed, beautiful paths. By simply existing and hunting, wolves altered the physical geography of the American West. They are nature's ultimate engineers. This phenomenon is known as a trophic cascade. It proves that removing a single top predator can collapse an entire physical landscape. They do not destroy the forest, they create it. Beyond physics and geography, wolves possess an intricate emotional world. They are highly empathetic creatures. To maintain a healthy gene pool across vast wildernesses, wolves have an innate biological system to completely avoid inbreeding. They recognize their relatives entirely by unique scent signatures and distinct vocal pitch variations, even after years of separation. When a young wolf leaves its family to start a new pack, a process called dispersing, they often travel hundreds of miles alone. They carry the genetic heritage of their family across highways, mountains, and deserts, searching for an unclaimed territory. A lonely journey to continue a sacred lineage. But if a pack member dies, the remaining family members enter a profound, visible state of mourning. Biologists have documented grieving packs refusing to hunt, losing weight, and staying completely silent, refusing to howl for weeks. They form bonds that rival human families. They are creatures of profound emotional depth, complex communication, and unmatched environmental importance. The next time you look at a wolf, see past the primitive myths of monsters and villains. See the dedicated parent. See the clever acoustic illusionist. See the engineer of landscapes and the protector of the wild balance. Because to understand the wolf is to understand the very heartbeat of nature itself.